going to create a regression line given some data. So this one has a table showing sales of Chayton's computers. Now the sales are in the thousands, and you have to pay attention to that. We'll take care of that a little bit later. So the first thing you might notice is this is a little different from the one that you have, because there's an added column here. Okay. So if you want to add a column, all you need to do is go to the column that you want to insert. So I want to insert it before C. Select the whole column, right click, and insert. And then I'm going to rename it year again. And then 2009 corresponds to the first year. And we like the first year. I know it doesn't completely make sense, but it'll make sense when we get it done. To year 0. And this has to do with creating the y-intercept. So 2009 is 0, 2010 is 1, 2011 is 2, 2012 is 3, 4 for 2013, and 5 for 2014. At this point, we need to create the scatter plot, so we're going to select. So left click year, hold it down, and then move it so you select the bottom right cell, which is 944. Then move to the top of the page for the insert command. Select scatter, and the very top left one. So with markers only, we don't want anything connected. So it'll create this pretty little graph. At this point, we've created the scatter plot. Now we need to find the regression equation. So we've completed part A. So when you're completing this, just say C below and put your graph somewhere towards the right of your table. So to create the regression equation, this is super simple. Click any point on the graph. So right click on any point, select trend line. The default is linear, so that's already set. Go to the bottom, select display equation, that radio box, and the one below that, the r-squared value. We'll talk about the r-squared value a little bit. Maybe not in this video, but in future ones. Select close, and it puts the equation right in the middle of the graph. We don't want it there because we can't see it. We want it to the top right. So we have the regression equation, but I want you to actually write it out on your own, and I'd like you rounding it off to the same number of digits as you see in the problem. So since the sale is 640, we're going to round this off to 654 and round the 61.866 to 62. For the moment, though, that's okay. Let's go ahead and do that right now. So y equals 62x plus 654. And that's 654,000, and really the 62 is in thousands too. We'll take care of that in a minute. Hit enter, and now to predict the sales in 2017, we need to figure out what year is 2017. So I'm going to go back to the table, select the cell directly below 2014, put in 2015, 2016, and then 2017. And then go to the column to the right. So 2015 is the 6th year, 2016 is the 7th year, and 2017 is the 8th year. So the key here is that 8. We're going to need that 8. We're going to need it right now. First thing you're going to do, is select the equation, but not the y. So select equal sign, grab the y anyway. We'll take care of that. At this point, you want to use your Control Command key to copy. So Control C, and then go to H5 in this case, and I'm going to Control V to paste. Or if you just right click and paste, that'll work too. But Control V works a little bit better. Alright, we don't want the y equals. So go to your editing box, go to the left of the equal sign, and get rid of that y. Our next step is we don't want the x in there, we want an 8. So we need to put a multiplication sign in spreadsheets. Shift 8 gives you the asterisk, and that's 8. And then we're going to put the number 8 in there because that's 8 years after the initial year, which was 2009. So 2017 corresponds to 8. Notice how I didn't change the numbers here. You don't want to round off when you're actually doing calculations. And that's it. So now we have to answer the question in a complete English sentence. It asks, predict the sales in 2017. we are going to state that the sales are, or the sales will be, now that's 114, or 1,149, and then we have to multiply that by 1,000. 1,149 times 1,000 is 1,000,000. I'm going to put the dollar sign in here because it's dollars. This is America. 149,000. You can just round that off and leave it. Don't put the zeros in. Don't put the 038. You can just put 00. Okay. For 2017. And that's it. So we took the chart, we created a scatter plot, used that scatter plot and fit that line to it, and it actually fits quite nicely. If you take a look at the R squared, we want that as close to 1 as possible. 0.9857, pretty dang close to 1. And then we answer the question. So the sales will be 1,149,000 in, oopsies, not 2107, 2017.